their life every day. Some of them are small, but some of them are big, massive issues that can make or break you. When you're a child, you're lucky you've got parents there to help and support you. But when you become an adult, you have to learn to cope with these things on your own. We can always support each other, no matter what you're doing right now. Working, chilling, walking down the street, driving your car, whatever. And hopefully they'll give you some strength. Now I know you can do it, and I know I can do it too. So support me, and I'll support you. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. No rain, no rain. Now I'm not going down without a fight. Not going down without a fight in this life. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. No rain, no rain. Now I'm not going down without a fight. If I think myself, then I can reach the highest height. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. Now I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight.
To Deadliest Catch Dungeon Cove season finale. Excuse my annoying dog. Miss S, I'm going to have you go ahead and give them a little
maybe an update on where we're at.
While I go and see what's going on.
Okay. Well, if you tuned in last week, you knew that this week was the season finale. But let's get you up to date on where we're at. Last 2 weeks ago, rather, Captain Mike and his son, they were working with the crew to pull up the pots in a storm, and they were pulling up pots, and he had his son come in, and they were asleep, still pulling up the pots, looking for the crab. And I do believe the Kenny was in town and offloading. He left town. He started pulling up the crab pots and really looking to do well the last final, string of the season, and they ran out of bait. So that was kind of a rough time for him. So he had to call his dad. So he called his dad. They were able to meet up in the storm, which was not an easy thing. And his dad was able to give him to transfer the 10 boxes of bait that he needed to continue crabbing. So, and you can imagine it's not as easy as it sounds, because you have to get the boats, maneuver the boats so close to each other, secure the bait, throw the bait overboard, then retrieve the bait. The net, the other ship obviously has to pull in the bait, lift it, get it on to the boat. So I guess he's glad that his dad was there for him. So that's what the update on the Redeemer, which was Kenny's, and Gary is his dad, or I'm sorry, Mike is dad. And the Lady Law was, again, kind of the captain of the Lady Law, filled his boat and offload, and he could not leave town because of the storm. So that, I think he was able to, after the storm let up, he was able to leave cross the bar and get back into the crabbing. And that kind of brought us up to where we're at right now, the season finale, which was this last Tuesday. And it was a quick season, I have to say, even though I think 6 or 7 episodes were there. Boy, it went by fast.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. It went by super fast, and it was a good show. I hope they bring it back, next season.
But now we got to give you guys a heads up of what happened on this season finale of Deadliest Catch this past week.
Yes, and it does. Again, Mike pulled up his pots with his son driving the boat, so he can get so he could get a sandwich or a food, and then he came back and he continued to fish. And his son was, I think, just 15 years old, very young, so he was getting his experience crabbing with his dad, so that was pretty neat. And Kenny was not having as much luck as he wanted. He could not find a lot of crab. And so he went back to where his dad had set his crab pots earlier in the season. So that's kind of where he called it his lucky string, his lucky area. And lo and behold, he did get lucky. He put down the crab pots exactly where his dad had, and he did get crab. So, which was really good. You know, it's always good to get advice from your dad, and you listen to it, and it actually pays off.
Yes.
Yeah. And the lady law, again, pulling up pots. Really, it's kind of the last ditch effort. Every single boat, that's really what they did. They had limited time. The derby was almost to the end. You know, they have to stop on the last day of fishing. So whatever they have, they got to bring it in. And so everyone was really pretty, you know, putting out the pots, pulling them in. And this episode was kind of interesting because there was a buyer that was coming in, and usually they offload and they sell their crabs to the distributors, but there was a live buyer that wanted to buy the crab. And that would mean more money because they pay a little bit more for the live crab, these live buyers, and then they go off and resell them. So there was a little bit of incentive for the boats to really get out there and fish and get as much crab because they knew they could sell what they had immediately and get more money for it. So that was kind of an incentive. And I think one boat, I'm not sure which one, they ended up with $8,000 more in crab, which for one day's work, you know, that's pretty. 1 or 2 days worth of work out there, that's a lot of money, a lot of crab. So that was kind of neat where they told us a little bit about that as far as what they do with the crab when they get it and who gives more money, who pays more money. So again, I think it was an overall really great show. I'm, again, hopeful they bring it back next season. And last year I had the opportunity to take a vacation and go to Newport. And I didn't know it at the time because, again, the show hadn't been out yet. But I went these same areas. Yes, you can see look at all those crab pots right there. Let me tell you, it is awesome. And those crab pots go on for, you know, it seems like a quarter of a mile. They're stacked and they're right there by the shore. So it's really neat. You can see there's a lighthouse there. And off to the right where you can't see, it's kind of a bay. And I didn't see the actual bar in this photo, but we did pass it. Definitely that was the bar that you can see in the distance that they've got across. So it was really cool. And you can see the docks there where they walk out. There's, again, it was a great time. And it's a fun place to visit. So if you haven't been to Newport, Oregon, I encourage you to do so. All righty. And again, stay tuned because we want to see more of Deadliest Catch. And if you haven't seen it, go online, watch some of these episodes. It's really a lot of fun.
And not only that, the original Deadliest Catch will be back. So make sure you all check out that. And that season will be starting sometime in April. That's when our recap will start.
Gotcha.
In April. So stay tuned for that. And before we say goodbye, Miss S, anything else we want to talk about? That season finale?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just glad that the season finale, we didn't lose any more boats. You know, it's always rough. You know, that one scary scene where one of the boats was trying to cross the bar and it was touch and go. You just don't know. And he got lucky and he was able to pass and cross the bar. So good that the season ended, even though they did have casualties, which is just horrible. We didn't lose anyone in the last episode, so that's kind of good.
And next season of Deadliest Catch Daytona Cove Recap will be back on the day after it airs. It seemed to work a little bit.
Yeah.
But don't forget, you can still call us and ask us any questions you have. Just mean the season's over. Doesn't mean that, we're closed,
That's right.
We're open. And if we get any breaking news about Oregon fishermen,
that's right,
or anything, we will definitely bring them up either in a Deadliest Catch Daytona Recap special report or at Tim's Livingston.
That's right.
But also online. So
sounds good. Okay, and also to get a hold of us, our phone number is 480-427-0216. Call or text. And as always, for more information, go to our website, timsweathercenternewsaz.com/deadliest-catch, Dungeon Cove Recap. Tell us what you think on Facebook. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And I'll bring you guys back live to the Mason studio. I want to thank Miss S for being here all season for Deadliest Catch Daytona. And guess what? We'll be right back in a few months.
That's right. It'll just whiz right by like that, and we will be crabbing again in the Alaska Bering Sea.
Yes, and don't forget, if you missed any of Deadliest Catch Daytona recaps, you can watch them all on our website.
That's right. And I encourage you to do so. It's a great show.
Yes, I encourage you to check out our website, and that's what we're going to leave you with today. As you see on our website, today's episode is not there. It will be there shortly.
All righty.
I want to thank you all for joining us for Deadliest Catch. See the finale of thank you for joining. See the finale of Deadliest Catch Daytona Cove Recap, and we will see you guys next season. Have a great day and stay safe.